Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 8 of streaming this game. Much more than part 8 on YouTube, I think, but we are. We made a lot of progress last stream. I played for like 2 hours yesterday on my birthday, and we have automated the production of iron plates. Look at how many iron plates we have here. This used to be such a problem, but we have so many now. And the great thing is, we have tons of steel as well. A lot of steel. We have so many copper plates also. It's pretty incredible. I love it. We can completely automate the production of, it feels like, everything I will ever need. And that's what we're going to do today. That's my goal today, is to get some more foundries created, improve our power supply, and just start going to town, making a factory on Volcanus. We have all this like pipe setup down here. The only thing we haven't automated is our tungsten carbide creation, and that I think is going to be a bit of a problem because the only tungsten carbide that I've found is out in the middle of Wormland, and obviously 6 million tungsten ore out here, and even 300,000 tungsten ore. That's enough for a really long time. I did quite a bit of exploration yesterday. Hey, Gwembly, how you doing? I did a lot of exploration yesterday, and I still haven't found anywhere else other than the landing zone with worms. By the way, Gwembly, I played some Bazaar this morning before I started streaming this. I'm doing very well today, and had some fun. The Max skin this week I purchased because it looks insane. It's so good. I don't know if you've played a lot of Bazaar recently, but I have been playing less Bazaar because I'm hooked on this game. But also, since this last patch a week ago, my game continually crashes again. And it's getting frustrating. So I just close out of the game and come back to this. That's kind of what happened today, actually. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. And since we're all backed up now, we can actually probably take a limit off this. You'll have to take a look. Bizarre break. Yeah, it's Stell. I am actually excited for Stell. I think Stell is going to be really fun. It's just not probably what we were hoping for. I mean, it's not what we were hoping for. I think Jules is going to be the last one they put out, which is a bit of a bummer, but at the same time, I understand. Okay. What's the first thing I'm going to expand here? Looks like we can produce a lot more power than we are actually needing to right now, which is nice. Part of that is because this is backed up and our steel's backed up too. That's insane. I'm gonna put a second thing here to unload faster. That's crazy. Let's see here. My plan to automate things has really started out slowly this stream because aside from the plan that I was going to automate, I don't have a great idea of how I'm going to do that. Iron ore. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a ton of iron ore anymore. I'm going straight to iron plates, which is okay for most. I did not see a Stell skin that you get for pre-ordering. That I mean, that makes sense. That's what they did for, like, the game in general. You got a Vanessa skin for getting the founder bundle. But yeah, that's how that works. And yeah, the max skin is very cool. I like it a lot. Let's just dump this in. Let's dump those in. And let's just pick up 100 of these and dump that in. And then some refined concrete. We'll need some more refined concrete, I think, to make more. But we're making it right now. Sending me a screenshot on Discord. Okay, I'll check it. Okay, I'm gonna look at it on my watch here. Oh, it's like a motorcycle still. That's kind of cool. I actually like that skin a lot. I don't think I like it enough to, like, purchase any loot. I don't generally wear, like, shirts of video games. I have a World of Warcraft shirt, and I kind of hate that I have it. I don't hate that I have it. It's more like I don't wear it around all the time. Okay. We're gonna have 3 foundries now. It's kind of cool that I just, like, pumped out 3 foundries when last stream I think I made 5 in total over 2 hours. Yeah. The Bazaar logo is actually pretty cool, and it's I don't think that is very obvious that it's a video game logo, but I just don't need it. Okay, so we're going to do another set of foundry into something. Right now, I think I'm actually making enough iron plates. I'm gonna just pick up some iron plates here so it can keep filling up a little bit. But we make so many iron plates that I don't think we're gonna be needing iron for a little bit, at least. Yeah, for a little bit at the very least. So let's put down another pump, and it needs to be an offshore pump. Learned that yesterday. That's the wrong pump that I made yesterday. Offshore pump. And let's go straight into a foundry here. So let's figure out what I'm trying to build. We can make big mining drills. And that's actually the thing that I probably should work on, because big mining drills, I have to craft one to be able to make... the next research is tungsten steel. And I need to craft a big mining drill to get this research. And I imagine that tungsten plates are going to be necessary for the science here. And then also, I think, once I get... Oh, this is going to allow me to create a whole bunch of stuff back on the home planet. Once I get back home, it'll unlock a lot of things. Cryogenic science. Oh, this lets me go to a new planet. That's cool. Okay. How do I win the game? I guess you don't know. I don't know what beating the game is like on Space Age. Okay, so effectively what I need to do is I'm going to need a lot more molten iron. Yeah, you wish you could tell me. That's fine. I'm very curious, actually. Is this... I can make concrete from molten iron? That's probably good. I'm probably going to need to make all of these things. Have a line of each of these things. Maybe not the iron stick, but let's see. Low density structures needs plastic, molten iron, and molten copper. But low density structures are very important. Is watching this at all making you want to play the game, by the way? Or is this just like a completely over your head still? I don't know how much you've like picked up over time. Transport belts. That would be good to make. You know, let's go simple. Let's just do an iron gear wheel line. Just do molten iron into that. Oh, we need molten iron. So the first thing I need to do is make molten iron. Not a game for you. Cool. Yeah, it's interesting. It took me years to get to the point that I'm actually playing the game. So I completely understand. And then I can do this. No, it's too big. I guess this is fine. But I've enjoyed this. I just researched projectile damage up because I'm assuming I will need that if I ever need to kill a worm. And I don't have purple science automated back on the planet. I do have space science, though. I could get these module 2s. They're all expensive to research, though. Yellow. We do have all of this automated. 100% bonus for bullet damage. I probably should just start this research and let it be going while I'm messing around here. There's no reason not to, right? We have Navis back here, and Navis telling it to do science while I'm not here. Might as well. We have such a big backlog of everything. How are we doing on coal, by the way? Coal is still backed up, but it's not perfect. But I think we'll have coal for a really long time still. And blue chips are backed up. I unblocked this yesterday. Blue chips filled up, backed up. We're good. Okay, back to what I was doing. We have molten iron, and then we're going to need calcite. So let's just put this in, and then we'll make molten iron. And I'm probably going to have 2 different foundries from this molten iron. This cliff is going to be annoying. So maybe I take this molten iron and I put them both over here and have 2 different outputs. Well, that will completely block this off, but I think that's fine. One thing I'm going to want to do is make iron gears for molten iron, and then we'll do iron sticks because we might as well, right? Just have 2 different materials that we can make. And then I can do an underground pipe to here. Cannot reach. Oh, I can't reach it. Okay. And then we'll put some pipes down. We'll go up directly straight. Our production is maxed out there, so we might have overdone ourselves. But let's go ahead and have 2 output lines. Molten iron I didn't hook up. Our production... Oh, we maxed out because the sun went down. With everything combined, we might still be okay if the sun's up. And look at how fast this stuff got produced. Good lord. I need 2 splitters. I am gonna need this amount of stuff. We can bring it down. I don't have anything in mind for using these immediately, but automating stuff is the whole point of this game. So let's just go ahead and do it. And let's... Oh, 1 second, I'm getting a call. Okay, that was just my wife being awesome. She's getting me a gift. And wanted to make sure she was getting the right thing. It's always nice to have a nicer PlayStation controller. Or at least one that works. I have a PlayStation 5, and both of my PlayStation 5 controllers have issues. Crater edge is in the way. That's a problem. How is this crater edge in the way? Okay, well... Crater edge in the way again. Where does this crater edge come out to? Right there, I guess? So this needs to come out like this. And this can go like this. Okay. So why is this not getting produced? Did the sun set? Oh, because the stone backed up. I forgot about the stone. Stone. We have to do garbage duty. I probably need to make blue inserters. There you go. Now we should be making stuff. Cool. Okay. Now this stuff can back up. I don't know how much of a storage tank I need of the gears. But as with everything, I'm just going to make a bunch, like 2 boxes, and store them for the time being until I know what I'm doing with them. No reason not to do that. Okay. That crater, these craters are annoying for getting materials back to where I have set up shop. I think next step, let's expand our power supply a little bit. 4 more steam engines. That seems good enough. And really quickly, I'm going to leave myself a bit of a space here. We're gonna do this so I can walk through. We're gonna do underground pipes from here to here, and we'll make 3 pipes. I need another pipe. Okay, we're doing good on power production now. Yeah, this is great. I'm gonna have to run out and get some tungsten manually again. Okay, cool. Let's really quickly... What does it cost to do this? Iron plates and iron gear wheels? We have iron plates and iron gear wheels here. I think we should start automating belt creation. I don't actually need to make science here. I do not need to make science, so making a whole bunch of belts would just be for my own convenience of not handcrafting. I am going to need a lot of grain circuits. Maybe I should get ahead of that. Ahead of the green circuit need and start building up a ton of green circuits. Circuit production all the way down is really important. So the next 2 things I should make... do I have an assembler on me? No. And I need steel plates. I need copper plates. Okay, we're just gonna make 1 assembler making these, so it's not gonna be too many. Where's a good place for a big automation zone? Probably down here. We can clear all these rocks. And we have a bit of place that we can expand down here for automation, so we can take these lines over. How are we doing on this? 5,329% yield still, so that's pretty crazy. So we've got these boxes that will back up. But let's take our iron plates and copper plates and move them over here. And the first thing... What I'm thinking of right now is how do I build this so it is more sustainable in the long run? I only have one line of iron and copper that's going to be feeding everything, and that's probably not sustainable in the long term. But for right now, do I need a faster inserter to take iron plates out? It looks like I do. Let's do a blue inserter. Just one blue inserter here. And that will catch up. That'll keep up with production. I can't believe we're backed up on steel. That's so crazy. I needed steel for so long. Okay. Iron gear wheels. Are those what's used? Iron plate and iron gear wheel? So maybe we just do an assembler like right here for the time being. And just do a splitter. Let's make 5 splitters. We'll make 5 splitters. We're just going to make transport belts for my own sake and put them in a box. Can I put them in one of these? Red circuits I can't make because I don't have plastic. So plastic's going to be next on my list of things. Don't know how I keep track of my items. Well, I've been playing this playthrough for like, what is it, like 35 hours? Let's save the game and find out. 30 hours. I've been playing the game for 30 hours, so I've been getting better at it over time. But the real answer is I don't keep track of my items very well. So let's go ahead and have this feed in. And then we'll have this just go down to like here and have a splitter as well. And this splitter will feed in to this line. And then we'll have an inserter here, and then an inserter into a box. And this box will just have a lot of this stuff for me. So here we go. That should be good. And then let's make like 100 transport belts, because I'm gonna need a lot. Have I played No Man's Sky? I have played No Man's Sky, yes. Yeah. I feel like I like this better so far. I have a tendency to get motion sick in first-person games, which you've experienced when we've tried to play whatever that game is called together. And No Man's Sky does something similar. Yeah, Lethal Company. That's the game. I hate Peak. Yes, I've watched some. I've watched some Peak, and I agree. I think I would not handle it very well. I'm gonna just double check up here and see if the iron plates or iron gears are getting taken out fast enough. They're not. They're still not getting taken out fast enough. Peak has that, when you like jump, you get like tunnel vision stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like totally missing out on a whole bunch of stuff, but I definitely really like some first person games, and some days are better than others for motion sickness too. So like I'm not completely missing out entirely, but at the end of the day, it would be nice. And also there are first person games that I have completely been able to play without a problem. If they build the game with accessibility in mind, generally I can do it. There is a lot of stuff they can do for to reduce motion sickness, and that is always appreciated when they do that. Okay. Looks like this is working. It's starting to back up, which is what we like to see. We're going to make a lot of transport belts. Okay, now let's start what I was talking about, which is moving iron plates and copper plates over to the zone. Actually, let's jump here. Also, have you heard of the game Alters? I haven't played as much as I want to of that game, but so far, I love that game. No, actually, I think the last time I played Night Rain was when we played together. I enjoyed that. Hey, Ashen Jedi, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. We're gonna get some stuff done today. And I'm gonna just move this over. We made it to Volcanus. Not only did we make it to Volcanus, we crashed on Volcanus, and I'm stuck here until I have crafted a rocket silo. My space platform that I created to get over here completely blew up. So I'm gonna need a new one. This over here, I think I need to keep making... You know what? I should probably fix up this so that it doesn't get backed up. I've learned that you can just throw things out into space to get rid of it. I think I have space platforms up here so I can expand this. I don't need it right now. I think that on Navis my white science is not a problem. I still have 200 space science in the bank, and it's all the way backed up all the way down. That's not a ton, but can you do this forever? Increase the damage 7 to infinity. So you can just keep on doing this to do 20% more damage on bullets. That's pretty great. You know what I should probably do is efficiency modules. Efficiency or productivity modules. I should start doing some of this research. Even though I don't really use them. Alters is really cool. Alters is very fun. I've played only like 2 or 3 hours of it so far, but it has an aspect of Factorio in that you're like base building and getting resources and sending it back to base, but infinite upgrades get rough. Yeah, the first one is 1,000 science, which I don't think I even have enough of right now. But we can do... Let's start doing some efficiency stuff. I guess rocketry. What does this unlock? Rocket turrets, explosive, captivity. A robot capsule shot from a rocket injects a dose of something into the spawner, capturing it. An atomic bomb? What the hell? Biter egg handling? What is all of this? Biolab? This must be a different planet. You have to... That must be different planet stuff. Exponentially more expensive. Okay, wow, that's I mean, that makes sense, because you're exponentially increasing the damage, it seems like, to infinity, so it's gotta be expensive. I wish I had mining productivity. As in, I wish I had set up purple science, but I really didn't want to do it at the time. We're gonna just set up all of these modules, upgraded modules. They're probably gonna be good in the long run. I'll be happy I did it at some point. And I keep putting it off. Let me just really quickly get this set up so it doesn't need me to come back and click out the chunks. I can take this. I don't need... Let me undo. Right here. Nope. Can I just need to give myself a little bit more space. Probably like this. I mean, this will be enough space. And these don't matter. This puts everything into here. And now, do we have space to go out here? No. We might need one more space out. Okay. 11 or 13 is all you need to be efficient enough in space. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. So, first thing I want to do I have any inserters? I do. Let me grab an inserter, give it the thing I want before I put it over there. What is this, iron? Yeah, we want the asteroid chunks. Only grab asteroid chunks. And then can I copy it and paste it? So that will dump asteroid chunks into space, and I won't have to automatically do that. So then we can do the same thing here. The ice chunk, I guess what we could do with ice is... Cool, see you in a little bit, Ashen Jedi. We're gonna copy this and paste it over here, and this one we're gonna switch out for that. And we're gonna want to move these up. Well, no, not like that. Um, yeah, this is fine. Oh, that's actually perfect. We just want this. And then I need to set ice up, and ice can go right here. The only thing this will be grabbing is ice, and that's perfect. And then I need something here that will only grab ice chunks. Do I have any underground things here? No. Do I have any long reachers? I do. So actually, what I might want to do is... let's go this way. So let's replace you with a long arm. And you will be only doing carbon. And so then we copy you, put you over here. So this stuff is actually this. And we are going to just throw everything out to space here. And I think we have just successfully automated white science. And I don't ever have to come back here, and it will just build up. That's fantastic. Cool. Okay, I wasn't expecting to do that, but let's save the game because I don't want to do that again. Okay, first thing to automate is green chips. So copper cables. Can I make copper cables directly from a foundry with molten copper? Because if I can, I might just hook that up to the same molten copper. I can. You can make that. Okay. So we're gonna need to extend this a little bit because all of the copper is flowing into this right now. We'll do that. Take these pipes. We're gonna need a lot more pipes, so let's just make like 50. Okay. And then I have another one of these, right? No, I need to make another foundry. But this one is going to make copper cables, and we can put these pipes over to this, and then we'll do like a very similar situation. Okay, let's go make another foundry. And then get copper cables down. So we should probably have steel, like, bring everything over here as well. Let's make like a bus. I didn't do a bus last time, and I don't know if it's actually a smart thing to do. We don't have enough space probably on this planet to make a bus, but I'm going to try to do something like that. And a bus, from what I understand, which don't hold me to it, is when you just have all your resources kind of going the same way, and then you can pull from it to make resources and put it back on the bus. Oh, look at this. This is so nice. We'll just grab some resources really quick. Yeah. Grab resources. And let's keep this going. We don't have a ton of tungsten carbide anymore. What, we need refined concrete. Make a foundry. It's so nice that we have all this stuff that is getting made so that when I need a foundry, I can just make one really quickly. We do need electronic circuits to be made better. I just handcrafted a bunch of them at some point, and we're about to run out, but for now, I think we're good. And while we're running up here, let's make like another 5 underground things. This one might go out and around. This one's going to go a different direction. And we need to use our splitter technique to double this up. Let's get these copper wires down. Can you break these? Oh, nope, that's not what I want. And then let's just jump down the cliff. Okay, and I don't know what I'm doing with all of this yet, but I am just getting all of these resources down here and ready. So let's keep this stuff going and get my other resources down. I'm gonna need a lot more of these. Am I out of belts already? Wow. I'm not actually out of belts because I automated belt creation. I guess these can come down. Same place. Let's destroy this rock and get on my nerves. I'm gonna need to run out and get some tungsten carbide soon. Okay, it's nice to have boxes of these things stored as well, but it's kind of crazy that I have so much of everything. Let's move the steel down as well. Cool, that connects. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just getting everything in order so that when I know what I'm doing, I have it. And I think the iron bars... What do I need iron bars for? Let me just look at the things that they create. Because I never automated these until I needed military science, I think. It's used in rails. Oh, well, maybe I make a whole bunch of rails. Maybe I do like a big train. Wait a second. It might be worth doing a quick experiment. We might save the game really quick. Steel plates and refined concrete. We have enough of this stuff that I can... yeah, iron plates are used in refined concrete. Do I have bricks? No, I need to make more bricks. I have a lot of these, so let's just make it quick. Make a quick steel brick furnace line. Okay, that's not enough. I need 10 more. We are probably good on concrete for a little while, but cool. I, at some point, was making a lot of petroleum gas, and I realized that I did not need it. So now that I have a ton of lubricant, I might be able to switch over to making gas again, because I need to make plastic soon. And that'd be good to have on this line, too. But we're not making a ton of heavy oil. Output is full. We're making more heavy oil than we need. Okay. I'm getting distracted. I don't think I even said what I was thinking of doing. So let me catch you up with where my brain was. I think I'm going to make a rail support. And I'm going to test something out. I'm going to run out to the worm zone, and I'm going to put down a rail support in their worm zone and see what happens. Because it's above the ground, right? So here, my thought process is, when I mouse over their head, it says they hate when you build stuff in their territory. But if I put down something... Well, this is pretty... that's effectively ground, right? We're gonna leave this here. I didn't hear anything get mad at me. Maybe the worm is gonna be fine with that? The worm's not around, though. Maybe when it gets near and sees it, it'll be mad. I'm just gonna let it go. Our science production dropped a whole bunch, probably because one of the things that was backed up is no longer backed up. How are things going? What's not backed up? Blue science. Blue science is the problem. Red chips are no longer backed up here. We've got a lot of time. And I think quality module is the last one. Needs 500 of them, but we're not in a rush. Okay. At some point, we'll get an alert if they destroyed that above ground train thing. And then I'll know that the worm likes it or does not like it. I'm gonna assume he doesn't like it, but uh, you never know till you try. Okay, we moved steel plates down. Iron bars. I don't think I need iron bars down as part of this right now. We have a lot of this, so if I ever need them, I can grab some. We have copper wires. This is ridiculous how much of everything I'm making from so few foundries. How's my power? When the sun is down, we're close to using 13 megawatts at once, but that's also from a lot of these things are not actually producing. My foundries, I have 9 foundries, and I think only 3 of them are actively producing things right now. So that is probably why my power is low. Once I start building things that actually use these materials and they start moving, we'll probably need to upgrade my steam power thing. Also, how's my steam doing? How is this output looking? We make 10,000 steam at a time, and it is not dropping quickly. But also, like I said, my power is not. We'll check that later. Okay, so we have copper wires, iron gears, steel plates, copper plates, iron plates. The first thing I want to do is plan out the creation of green chips. We're going to probably need a lot of green chips, and this is copper cables and iron plates. So my thought was to have the bus go here. So maybe instead of going straight out, it can go straight down. And then come out to the left for lines to produce things and put it back in, because this can then come down and we can turn sideways and go this way, and then we have a ton of space to build a factory down here. So let's plan it out from here. We're gonna have, it looks like 5 lines. So actually I can do this, can't I? Five lines, and you know, realistically, do we want a space between each of these? I was thinking we might have them all next to each other, but maybe put a space between them so we can easily access each material as we need them. I'm saying this as someone who's never done this before, so sorry if I'm doing the bus creation all wrong. Also, I don't need to do this. And then let's copy this, and then do this. Okay, so hook up that, pick these up. Hook up that, pick these up. Hook up that, pick these up. Hook up that, pick these up, please. And actually, having space between bus lines is advised. Okay, cool. Uh, I think I just answered the investigation. My thing I put down there, the worm did not enjoy, did not approve of. Uh, the question is now, is he coming for me? Is he mad? It just like went straight through my rail. Now, I don't know if that is like it aimed for my thing because it didn't like my thing being there. Let's see its pathway. It was coming up here. It did a slight curve. I don't know. I'm gonna need to figure that out. Um, yeah, I just removed the ghost. Well, that was a small waste of resources, but also a good learning experience for how this is gonna work. Okay, so now we have a bus with a lot of stuff that I could need. Let's make 10 splitters. And the first thing I'm going to do is have, like... Should I get assembling machines to do this or make more foundries? Foundries seem to do things really quickly, but they need lubricant. No, they need new lubricant to create. They seem to use a lot of power. I don't know the benefit of foundry versus assembling machine, except that assembling machines... Well, actually, it looks like foundries have a production bonus baked into them without having to use modules. Like if I go back up here and look at one, I don't think this is creating anything right now, but it has a purple line already. So like if I take these steel plates, you can see that it makes two every... It makes an extra one every two it makes. So that's like a 50%... Oh, 50% productivity, it says right there. That's kind of crazy. So if I use a foundry, maybe I can get away with just having one foundry producing green chips. Let me try it and see how many it makes. I just need refined concrete, and I have it. So even with that, this is perfect. And while that is crafting, I'm going to run back here and get some more tungsten ore to throw into my machine. I really need to get more tungsten ore at some point, like a sustainable way to do it. Production bonus also applies to things that you can't add productivity to normally. Really? Okay, that's pretty great. I'm gonna make a steel chest and go ahead and just dump these in so we have a lot of tungsten carbide when I need it. We're gonna try this, and I'm gonna throw this 50 in here and make another foundry for whenever I need it. So, first thing I'm gonna do is put this foundry down right here. And, oh. Well, this answers my question. Foundry can't make everything. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was thinking it was essentially an assembling machine, but it's not. This is like a specifical, specifical, that's a cool word I just invented. Specific thing to create crafting materials and maybe big mining drills. Okay. Can I, what is this? Quality. Can I tell it to create a certain quality of stuff? Does that change the material needed? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna make 6 assembling machines then. It doesn't quite work how I thought it would work, but that's fine. I'll pick up this foundry too. Yeah, we're making tungsten carbide. Stone bricks, we can just throw in here. A lot of this could be automated, but I don't really need to automate creation of foundries, I don't think. Okay. So our first thing we're gonna do, we have some space, so let's put them out here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have, oh, well, we need a 1, 2, 3. We need to do it like this, I think. So then I can have one line coming in, and these are going to make green chips. See if I can remember the... Okay, cool. It's been a while since I've done that. And so now we're gonna need a splitter here. We're gonna do just a splitter up here. And a splitter over here. Oh, I don't know if I did enough space. I might need more space between these lines. Because how am I going to get it? Actually, you know what? There's probably a good way to do this. I need to... We'll do a splitter. This is going to be how I learned how to use this, but we're going to go ahead and make that. Okay. So we're going to do... I think I got the solution for how this can work. Cool. And then we're gonna do yellow inserters. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I was about to run out of yellow inserters. It's been a really long time. I guess I should automate inserter creation as well. But again, I don't need to, because I don't need to make the science here. It would just be for my own convenience. What are transport belts used in creation of? Yeah, I don't need transport belts to be sent into my bus here. Let's do this. Can I, if I put these close together, can I do this all from one? Answer is no. Let's do this. I am certain I'm not making enough. But let's do it. And then can I do this? And this? Yeah. So those will be on the outside. These can be on the inside. And we'll add this to the bus as well. I'm certain I'm not making enough of these. Three, 6, 9, 12. That's cool that it's smart and knows that I want to upgrade them and doesn't destroy them before I have the upgrade. Okay, and we just finished our science too. You know, the output can actually probably be yellow. Yeah, they can be yellow. Input being blue is good. Okay, well, we probably don't have enough green chips, but for the time being, it seems good. We can always expand this out, actually, but we're not... We're sort of at the point now where we only have 2 assemblers working on it because the copper doesn't make it far enough. So I need red belts. I wonder if I can get away with just replacing all of these with red belts. Does it make it all the way or no? No, but by doing red belts, we did get 4 of them crafting. And our copper wire is actually not... Our copper wire output is not keeping up with our green chip production. So we're already using more than we're out, like, creating of something, so that is unfortunate. Can I make more productivity modules? I need red chips. I need red chips. Oh, well, actually, we're probably fine here. We're still not keeping up with the production of this. So the best way to do it is probably to do this and then have them splitter. Or actually... That's not really what I want, is it? I want this to go out and do that. Am I keeping up with it now? I'm exactly keeping up with it. It's going down just a little bit. That foundry is making wire fast in 6 assemblers. Yeah, okay. We are at a point now that I think it's creating things fast enough. And while I'm up here, I think we need to do the same thing with these outputters for the copper plates. That's insane how much is being created here. So, like with everything, I think I'm going to have a chest of green chips getting built up as well, just for when I need it. I'm going to do an iron chest, though. I don't need, like, millions of it. I mean, I probably am going to regret that. I could do a steel chest, but this is going to be a lot of green chips. I mean, we'll just leave that. Leave that to do its thing. Okay, so we have green chips now. Let's make red chips. Red chips need plastic. Let's make plastic. We're done with the research I was doing. Do I just go ahead and tell it to work on this? I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing nothing, so I might as well, right? 1,000 to 2,000. Ridiculous. Okay, my science production, it's going to be done in like hours. Hours from now. Okay, we need to start making petroleum gas again. Our lubricant is very stored up. So until I need lubricant to make stuff again. When do I need lubricant? Am I good on this? I'm backed up on sulfuric acid as well, so let's... Maybe I... Instead of doing anything fancy, just... Well, I'm going to want a lot of plastic. And plastic, if I remember right, is made in a chemical plant. Or maybe... Is it made in a chemical plant? Can craft plastic, yeah. So... We need a chemical plant. And it can hook up to the heavy oil, which is already backed up. So I don't actually need to do anything too fancy here. I just need heavy oil to go to... Heavy oil to crack into light oil to go to petroleum. I think that's what I was doing before. So let's put this down. Oil refinery is not what I want. Okay. Can I do heavy oil to... What is this? Flamethrower ammo. Oh, wow. That's new. Light oil cracking to petroleum. I want heavy oil cracking to light oil. So this is going to need water and heavy oil. And then I'm going to need another one of these to make plastic. And that is coal and petroleum gas to plastic. So that actually will not be here, but really quickly, let's just hook this up. This will go underground to that. And this pipe can go around like that. Which means that we can underground this. Can I do this? Yeah. And I can do a pipe here and a pipe here, right? No, because steam is there. Doesn't have to be there though. Steam can go here. Can I do... nope. Can this move here? This is the definition of poor design. Okay, now we're making light oil. This light oil can go here. Isn't this a beautiful design? The amount of pipes here, very poorly laid out. Can I go... You know, the best thing to do probably is to do a little box here. So let's do that. Pipe. Pipe. Oh, went too far. Okay, this is now making some petroleum. Not a lot, to be honest. How fast is this output? Not a lot. You know what? We need to build a storage tank. I need to do... Can I do that right here? And then this will get backed up if we are overproducing light oil. If we ever run out of storage space for the petroleum. And then let's do the thing that I actually was trying to do this whole time, which was make plastic. Where did my... I didn't make another chemical plant. Okay. Is this the last resource that I'm going to need for a little while? I do not know. I'm going to pretend it is. Okay, petroleum gas. How much are we making of petroleum gas? We are making 600 petroleum gas a minute. I don't know how much I will end up using with a chemical plant, so we'll figure that out. I'm going to put it down here, and we're going to make plastic. Plastic needs coal and petroleum gas, and I have coal right here, and I have petroleum gas right there. So let's go ahead and do this. Connect to this. That goes all the way up. I have a splitter. And actually, I can just do a splitter over here to make things a little nicer. And then we can do an output inserter. And let's see, how much petroleum am I using? 200, well, it's gonna go up. Use the splitter again. Is the inserter keeping up with my output? It is a little bit, but I'm making more plastic than the inserter can actually handle. So I'd rather have the inserter be waiting for the plastic than the other way around. I made this little walking zone. Do I just bring the plastic through that and come down here with the plastic? Guess we might as well, right? That wasn't my thought. Are we waiting on coal? No, coal's good. That's good. Now how's my usage of petroleum is at 900. My creation is at 600. So I need another one of these. And how's my production of light oil? 900, and I'm using 900. And heavy oil? 600. I'm using 600, and I'm not creating it. No, 1.2K. Okay. So we're good on... No, consumption is double. We need to double everything all the way back. I need another one here. What is this? Simple coal liquefaction? Okay, my input of coal is not fantastic, but at least we have this here. Let me go grab some more of the assembly transport belts. And what else do I need? Calcite. That should be easy enough. And now this is producing more heavy oil. And so now we are producing 700, 750. We probably will get up to 1.2K heavy oil production. Yeah, let's keep building that. I'm stuck. Okay. Okay, so we're making enough heavy oil now. Next thing, we are consuming as much light oil as we are creating. But we're using twice as much petroleum as we are creating. So we actually need to double our light oil production. If we double our light oil production, then we're actually going to be using a lot more heavy oil. God, do we need to double this here, actually? I think I need to double that all the way back. Even further. But we should be able to do that. I think. If our heavy oil keeps up with the light oil, really what's going to happen is we're going to run out of petroleum gas. And once we run out of petroleum gas, our plastic production is going to get backed up. Or be slower. Maybe instead of worrying about this right now, we just start making red chips. And then we can come back and fix this up. Because red chips need electronic circuits, plastic, and copper cable. And we have all of that right here. So we are making a lot of green chips. Not as many as we probably need, but we can deal with that later. The whole way down, we're going to have to increase everything. I already know that. That's how this game works. As you build more, you need to go back and update everything you've done. But since I'm not using copper plates to make the wires, I wonder if there's anything along the way that I can be making out of copper plates. Low density structures, they need plastic. I can make this in a foundry though. So I have a foundry here. Let's look at the recipe for low density structures. Molten iron, molten copper, and plastic. Is that easier than using an assembler? I don't know. We'll get to that later. First, red chips. Well, actually, by doing that, low density structures, well, they just need copper and steel. This might be easier to do with this materials I have right here. Okay, more assembling machines. We probably just need like 4. We're gonna need to make blue chips, and we need red chips for like everything. So it'd be good to probably have a line of red chips here as well. You know what? I wonder, do we just make 2 more assemblers of green chips? We might as well, since I'm here and I know I will need it. I just imagine, like, what's the point of waiting when I know I'm gonna need it? Okay, what am I missing? Green circuits? Let me just pick up some. Okay. That works. That works. Eight of these. We probably won't have full production of 8 of them for a while, but that means that we can get backed up faster later. Let's clean this up. And we have 3 assembling machines. Maybe we just do 3 assembling machines of red chips. We're gonna need so many red chips. Easier to use a foundry, but you bet you can find a use for that copper plate. I'm sure I can find a use for the copper plate. Copper plates are used for a lot of stuff. Maybe we do a robo port of 45 red circuits. We're sort of in, oh, I'm gonna need engines at some point. Engines are not that hard. Electric engines, also not that hard. Batteries. We'll use it on something. I keep getting distracted. Let's just start. We need it, and I know we will need it. So we need the 3 of these resources. And we need copper cable, more copper cable than we needed the other 2. I don't know about this. I guess we're gonna need some long arm inserters. Am I low on copper? Yeah, iron plates is what I'm low on. Let me go just pick up a bunch. Just trying to figure out why I couldn't handcraft things. So we're gonna make a chunk of inserters really quick while I'm thinking this through. I know I'm going to need green chips. Copper wires. And what was it? Plastic. So I guess we can do it like this for the plastic. And I need twice as much copper cable as I need of the other 2. So what I actually probably want to do is do it like this and put the splitter lower. And then have this one this can actually probably just go straight out. This comes over and down. And we're gonna want a up. And then this can go down and around, so let's put some space here. I know that this is not probably the best way to build a bus. It feels really good though. Is this even a bus? I don't know. I know that term is like exists. But like with everything else, I don't actually know a lot about this game, except for what I've played. So that term might be, I might be using it incorrectly. Okay, and then we're gonna have our output of red chips come down here and add another line. And I think once I get down here, I'll figure out which side it's getting fed onto. So and then we're gonna need 3 long inserters. It is a bus, and its design is something you evolve over time. Cool. And I think we're gonna now be creating red chips. And they're put on that side, so we're gonna want to do a splitter this way and do that. You know what? I think we can double this output. I'm impressed. Let's do that. And then we're gonna need 3 long inserters. With this, I think we might be able to keep up on the green chip needs for these red chips. Like, not even all 8 of these are working still. We'll see. I guess I can look at it specifically. We're making 210 green chips. We're using 72, 78. And that's not even our full production of green chips. So that's cool. We will have red chips backed up. And actually, we have a ton of green chips being stored up too. Should I do the same thing for red chips? I think I messed up and didn't do that before. And I need to do that somewhere. Just for emergency situations. And it'll be good to have power coming down this way anyways. Start storing red chips. I know that means that we'll not back up the red chips quite as much, but for now, we'll do this. You know what it's coming to mind is that I could probably do a very similar juggling of this without spaces and just have, whenever I need to use space, have them go underground. I'm not gonna revamp this section because this is working. Okay. What's the next thing I need? I needed red chips for something in particular, and I forgot what I was making them for. I need them for everything, I think. Red chips are big. I guess I'm gonna need blue chips. Okay, so actually the main I need a rocket silo. So that's interesting. I know I'm going to need blue chips. I think I can actually make a rocket silo pretty soon. We don't need refined concrete. We need normal concrete for the rocket silo. Let me really quickly come down here. Is there anything to pick up? No. We are going to do a quick output into a box. My classic output into a box setup. And come back and get the concrete for my rocket silo. And how much do these stack? They stack up to 100? They stack up to 100, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna need that for a rocket silo, so let's do... like 5 more than that? 500 more than that? I mean, I just ran out of rock. And I'm gonna run out of iron ore at some point too. Okay. So that is, in its own way, being automated a little bit. And I blocked this off. I probably can block it off a lot earlier. I don't need tons of red chips stored just for an emergency. Kind of same for green chips. Our copper wires are definitely being used. Okay, next thing that I'm making. Do I make low density structures? You were saying it's easier in a foundry. Maybe I get low density structures in a foundry going. Because I'm going to need a lot of those. And also a foundry will have better production. So let's do a setup right here for my foundry. I can use this output. Is this all backed up? The molten iron is not entirely backed up. And this is molten copper is not entirely backed up either. Well, we're producing a lot of stuff. I can't believe this. I'm not even really keeping up with the copper cable removal from that. That's insane. I wonder if I would do it faster if I did it like this. No, it's the same problem. No, this will back up still. I think it's going a little faster, but I don't know. This is hard to balance. Fluids also have basically instant throughput with molten versus the defined speed of belts. That is a good point. So are you saying that I don't need to put it in any particular location? I can just like put pipes out to where I want to make low density structures? Molten iron. How much molten iron do you make? 250 molten iron? every 16 seconds. I guess this is probably going to be the easier way to look at it. I'm making 1.2 thousand molten copper, and I'm using 1.2 thousand. I'm making 1.5 thousand, I'm using 1.5 thousand. The question is, am I actually maxing my production? Because this is sitting at 100% for a really long time, and so is this. So I think I can hook up to it. Oh, but wait. This is going to need plastic. Can I bring pipes of molten stuff all the way down to where my plastic is? If pipes go too far, you need pumps. They have a speed. Oh, so that's what the pump that I actually created yesterday is for. Pumping speed 1200 a second. That's fine. Okay, so let's just look at this for a second and see if I can make low density iron structures. This will need molten iron, copper, and plastic. So we actually can do it like this. Let's copy this and put it back down. So I can just do a big pipe build. Let's do like 200 pipes really quick. And do underground pipes from there. Because I can just bring the molten copper and molten lava down. Never made pipes long enough on Navis to trigger needing a pump. Okay, well, good to know. Oh, is that the pipeline extent here? 13 out of 320? That's probably what it is. It's 13 pipes long, and it has a 320 before it will need to be sped up. That's cool. 320 is a lot, though. I might need a pump for both of these to make it all the way down to where I'm going, but you know what? If I get back to Navis, I might use this area to send, like, if I can automatically have a rocket go back and forth between these planets and bring me hundreds of iron and copper that are coming from an infinite source, I bet that is possible. And if I do that, it probably is going to make things so much better on my planet, on Navis. Oh, we finished the science. How are things looking on Navis? We're still looking good on production of everything. Things aren't backed up. So I think from here, we just let it sit. We let it sit for a while and let my science build up, let my red chips build up, let my green chips build up. I don't think I need to do any immediate science. So we can come back to us and let's do this. So let's go and start our trek down. Okay, that's not going to work. Go down. Underground pipes are long. I think they're probably the most efficient way to do it, too. Oh, and that just... I didn't even mean to line that up perfectly, but it did. And we only are 140 out of 320 on the pipeline extent. Do I need to pump, though? The molten copper is not filling this all the way up. I don't know. I'll find that out later. It looks like it just is going to take a little while for the pipe to get completely backlogged. You get a warning icon? Okay. I think I'm gonna just bring this pipe over. I can't put it there yet. I think that the inputs are like this far away. Can I do the same thing I just did? Oh, not as nice. Unfortunate. Oh well. That'll just make someone's OCD trigger, which is always my goal, is to make people upset. And here we go. Low density structures. And then we can have an output. So actually, let's do it like here. And this can go like this. And we'll do a splitter. This hole here is going to be a problem. I just realized it. Is here. So let's just squish things in a little bit. Actually, that probably doesn't need to go over. We can probably go through all of this. And this can just keep going straight. And then we can go back out to where we were. We'll probably change where we're going here, but I just want to have this set up. And now we're making low density structure. Okay, our molten copper usage is higher than we are producing. So now I know. 1.7K, we're using 1.9K. We need another pump. Or we need another one of these. Oh, it's the stone output that's backing us up. I mean, this is probably also I'm not making enough of it, but let's see if it actually I do need to worry about it. We are making 2.5K. We're using the same amount. Well, actually, we're using less. We're using less than we're producing. We're up to 3K. I'm not sure. We might actually be okay. Thank you. Sure, that'd be great. Thanks. Okay, it's been a minute now since I did this. We are making 5,000 molten copper. We're using 4,000. I think we're actually good. It was the stone that was the problem, I think. Well, it's still like flashing, so it's like we're run out of molten copper for a second. Yeah, no, we still need some more molten copper. So let's add another foundry, which we have already, to make more molten copper and hook it up to the same pipe. And we can just do it over here. And pipe it into here. Molten copper. That needs some calcite, so actually let's do this. Can be next to the calcite. And then we'll do this. And then we will output onto the same place. We probably come out here. And I think we're gonna need to do it like this. Okay, nope. So the thing I need to make are pipes. How's my power? It's very spiky still, but it looks like we're okay. But it's also because my foundries are probably not working at 100% capacity the whole time. Everything's backed up. Oh, and this needs a stone output, just like this one. This is probably not the way everyone handles this. Is there a reason that I'm not getting calcite into this? Just because, like, the stone was backed up? I guess it's doing it. We're fine. And then let's look at this. My molten copper is now going to be... We're making way more than I need. And I think this hooks up to those as well, so actually we'll be making enough for everything. So we can extend our production if we ever need to. With our change, we actually don't need to do that splitter here. We can save a splitter. What a cool planet Volcanus is. I like this. And we have iron bars. I need to remember that we have iron sticks. How are we doing? We'll pick these up. And we'll pick up some more iron plates as well. Heavy oil is half full. 800 to 1.2k. So we're still not making enough heavy oil. How are we not making enough heavy oil? Our coal production is really not good, I guess. Let's stop that for a second by throwing some coal into both of these and then run back here and fix it. It makes sense. I built this like right at the beginning, so they're probably running out of coal where I put them. Yeah. Let's go ahead. These still are fine, but we have 3 more mining drills. Let's just use them. Let's do another electric mining drill. Oh, and we run out of power up here too because we are not hooked up to our power, which is unnecessary anymore. At the beginning it was necessary because I didn't have a lot of steel. Yeah, there you go. Let's make another like 15 of these. Cool. And then I can probably pick up those solar panels. Although the solar panels over there are going to be tied to the same power grid, so that's fine. Let's move this one as well. Let's do 3 more. And there you go. Now our coal production should be better. We'll see if this backs up or not. Oh, it's a lot better than it was. My plastic is backed up, which means that we are wasting potential for all of this. This is why I do my inserter into box technique while I'm waiting. While my brain is waiting to catch up with what I'm doing. That's unfortunate. This is gonna have to come over here at some point anyways, so. Okay. There you go. We'll keep this production going. I feel like I've made a ton of progress today. Let's do a whole line of this. Keep my production of red chips up. What's next? I have low density. I have so many things getting created. The next thing that I should craft. Should I just go into blue chips? We have red and green chips. I know I'm going to need blue chips. We have sulfuric acid. I think we are making way more sulfuric acid than I need. Yep. We are pumping more sulfuric acid than is necessary. Let's just make some blue chips. And I don't know if I'm actually going to need a ton of blue chips. It takes a 10-second crafting time. I could do 3 assembly machines making blue chips. I don't need to overproduce blue chips. They're only used for space stuff. So let's not go crazy on it right now. And I can make them here. I can just have it in the same line. I mean, they have what, like the same green and red circuits and then sulfuric acid. So we can just have it be like this. And we will need to do some splitter magic here. And we'll do this just to make everyone happy. And actually we'll probably do it like this. And then we can do another splitter here. Okay, our red chips are going to be the problem. We're not going to be making enough red chips, potentially, but we can always update how many of everything we're making. If these are making blue chips, they're going to have sulfuric acid in, and those will probably come from above. So let's go ahead and put this down. It takes 20 green circuits to 2 red circuits. And it just makes 1 blue. I think so. And we can do it like this for the output. And it can circle around. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to need blue chips on the belt. They'll just need to go to the rocket silo. I think that's the only thing you use it for other than science, and I'm not making science on this planet unless... I guess I don't know. Let's do this really quick. What happens? Like, what do I need to make this? Tungsten carbide, tungsten plate, and molten copper to make science. So yeah, I'm not going to need blue chips for science here. I think I have to make that science on this planet. I need to start making some some modules to increase my productivity. I feel like that's what I need. Okay, let's get the sulfuric acid down here. Which means let's build like 200 pipes again. Should I be automating pipe creation? I probably should. I should make pipes automatically. And then let's do like... Oh, I'm gonna need way more pipes than I'm making, I guess. Automating pipes is... What does it take? An iron plate? I could probably just have an automation machine here that puts it into a box for when I need it. What should you not automate? That's a good point. That is the real question. It looks like coal is backing up. Our coal production is now backing up. So how is our heavy oil doing now? We are making 1,000. We're using 1.2 thousand. Wait, is that true? Yeah. We're still using more heavy oil than we're creating. So I need to do another one of these and hook it up. Our petroleum gas is lowering too because we're using plastics. Yeah, the plastics are actually getting stored up. So we have like... We're not actually in trouble with that. I don't need tons of either of these. I just wanted them to be getting made so we're not wasting time. And we are wasting production time, but I mean... Foundries are so good. Okay. It's gonna take a while for the red chips to back up. That's probably a sign that I am doing it properly. Or making enough. Or no. I'm using them, but I do need to probably make more red science. Can I just go out? Can I go across this whole thing in one? I can't. Not from here, at least. Let's see if I can do it from here. Almost. If the splitter wasn't there. So maybe come down. Yeah, there you go. Mm-mm. This game sometimes gets hard to play and talk while playing because my brain can only do so many thoughts at once. So sorry if I ever go like completely silent. Okay, and we'll do the same thing. So these can double up. Okay. Blue chips. We are actually making everything to make a rocket silo except for electric engine units. So maybe that should be the next thing I make, and then just make a rocket silo. Like, it's not that I want to get off this planet. It would feel nice to not be stuck on this planet. I'm surprised at how quickly I have actually got to the point where I feel like I can leave the planet in a couple hours. Volcanus has really come together in this stream, by the way. We started without any of this automation happening, and we had just figured out how to make iron and steel, and now we have green chips, red chips, blue chips being automated, low density frames being automated, plastic getting automated, although not very efficiently. I think plastic is going to be a problem. We probably need to do twice as much plastic as we're creating. And to do that, we need a lot more petroleum gas. That should probably be my focus right now. Let's get our liquid production in a much better spot. We're going to disconnect this for a second. And I'm going to have it go like this. There you go, reconnected. And then we will copy this and just make another one. And actually I can just do a straight thing like that. And this inserter, we can move to there. Okay. We have another oil refinery I need to add. Oil refinery, need stone bricks. Uh-oh, do I have rocks? I don't have rocks. This is weird, I'm running out of stuff. I'm making good progress. It feels like I'm making good progress. I like that feeling. The first, like, couple hours on this planet, I felt like I was not making any progress. And, wasn't sure how fun it was to watch what I was doing. But... Oh, you know what? I got distracted. As it always goes, I got distracted. We are going to... just throw this in here. Put this here. Put a steel box. Make pipes. Okay. There you go. And this can go here to there. Can I make an oil refinery? No, the stone bricks. That was my whole problem. That's why I went and got rocks. This is the type of problem I keep having. Thank you. I got some pasta. While I eat, my webcam might go away. Okay. Oh, I didn't even think... I just realized that every time I mouse over and I'm like, what does this green bar do and what is all this? You haven't been able to see this. But this little green bar down here is, I guess, the battery on my armor. As a good way to track it. So when I tell my bots to go do stuff, sometimes my suit gets like completely wiped out. That's what I've been talking about. If you were ever confused, you might not even remember me ever talking about it. So that's like totally fine. What was my other thing? Oh, the rocks. Let's go ahead and get the stone bricks. Put more rocks in. Let's get my oil refinery created. I don't have iron plates, so let's go ahead and grab them. Nice. Great. Yeah, plastic is the problem now. Plastic is what's going to be causing me to have some production issues. And did I put down the other oil refinery? I think my bot would have done it as I ran by. Yes, but it's not getting any coal. So let's do another splitter situation. There you go. So it takes 10 coal to do this. I think that's why my coal production was low, is because it takes so much coal to make. And part of it is also that I'm not putting enough coal into these. I didn't realize that was a problem. But that's probably hampering the amount of heavy oil I'm making. Okay. How are we doing on heavy oil now? 1.4 to 1.2. Is that the same for 5 second? 150 to 80, 120? It looks like it. And how are we doing on light oil? 90 to, it looks like we're using all the light oil that we're making. Heavy oil should be backing up a little bit. This is going to be really obnoxious to balance out. I don't know the math behind it. You know what? You can just watch me eat. I'm not eating all that frequently. Do I... Okay, so what is this? Create extra products at the cost of increased energy consumption and reduced speed. Can I even do that in here? Productivity module, yeah. So let's do that. Let's do 3 productivity modules in here. I'm gonna eat while I'm handcrafting. This game makes time absolutely vanish. I don't understand. How much do these add? 4 productivity? So at the end of this, I've got 12%. productivity. I don't know if that's going to actually really make that big of a difference, but I bet if I did this all the way back, it would. Let's see. How much are we making now? Effectively, like a little bit more. We're using 900 though. I don't know. It seems like we're using more than I'm creating, which I don't know how that's possible. Oh, because I have some storage of light oil. How much does a bonus production provide? It looks like in general this makes 30 light oil. Does it make 60 when that fills up? Potentially. This uses 80 heavy oil. That's kind of crazy because this only outputs 10 a second. Is that what it says? Do I need to productivity module all of this stuff? Right, how much heavy oil are we using now, actually? 1.8 creation, 1,000 usage. Is that true? It seems like we're not getting any backup of heavy oil, so I don't know if I believe that. 1.8 to 1,000. We should be making twice as much heavy oil as I am consuming. And if that's the case, this should be going... Okay, well, it is. It just went up. But why is the... Oh, because the pipelines are holding a lot as well. I guess this makes me think I should just make another one of these. Yeah, let's do another chemical plant. Oh, it needs productivity modules. I might not do that at this moment. Getting heavy oil up there is going to be really obnoxious, actually. Oh, never mind. I can do that. We can do this. It can just come up and turn into a pipe right here. Oh, no, we can't because the water. How am I gonna do this? I guess we just extend this out a little bit. You can flip fluid inputs? Oh. Well, that... So you just, like, vertically flip them. This is... incredible knowledge. Thank you so much. That is the solution to that puzzle. Is it? It might not actually be the solution to this puzzle. I was thinking it might be. No, it is. I just am going to have to do something really funky here. We've got to do it like this, and then we have to do it like this, and then my water input is going to have to be revamped. It's going to go up there, and it's going to come back down. Are we making enough light oil to back up? It looks like it. This is a new feature added in Space Age. That's an insanely good new feature. So now I should be using way more heavy oil than I... Oh, 1.6? It looks like I'm making enough heavy oil for my consumption. That's great. And so now I have more light oil. And this will use 30 light oil a second. So we need another one of these. Hey, Not Erratic Pulse, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. This stream might be the most progress I've ever made in one stream. I've been playing for like 2 hours and 40 minutes on this stream. And I am blown away by the progress I've had. I really need to be making more concrete. I'll throw the concrete in here, though. Like, look at what we've done. Look at this belt over here. We're making green chips, red chips, blue chips. We have automated steel, iron gears, copper plates, iron plates, plastic, and low density things. We have we're making oil, lubricant, heavy oil, light oil. From the start of the stream, I have just been automating. That's been pretty much everything I just talked you through. In addition to that, up by the lava, we have... Oh my god, look at all this. I'm automating that too. We have iron gears as well. I mean iron sticks. And up here, we have a lot more foundries working on stuff up here to produce all of this. Our power as well. We vamped up our power supply with steam engines. To be honest, I think we are maybe an hour away from building a rocket silo. If I put my mind to it. What I'm doing right now is trying to increase the amount of petroleum gas I'm making, and I'm almost there. I think I'm going to do it like... I need to copy this and horizontal flip. Actually, that's fine as it is. What's here? Oh, that's the power line. Can I put you here instead? That doesn't appear to break anything. And that's good. Let's do a chemical plant. Anyways, I'm pretty proud of the progress I've made today. Yes, I know I'm missing a chemical plant. It's going to be put down. And then we will connect to here. Yeah, it's been a fun time so far. Now this is here. Let's hook up the light oil. And then let's hook up the water. And we need some more underground pipes. Hook up the water. And now we're making more petroleum gas. I'm assuming that now we're going to be very behind on our light oil consumption versus production. We are making not enough heavy oil. Okay, that's what I thought was going to happen. Our heavy oil is going to be the choke point. And we are going to probably still be making less petroleum than we are actually using. Oh, actually it looks like it's pretty close if we keep this amount of production up. So that's good. I guess we just need to make some more heavy oil then. So make another one of these. Which means that we are putting more stress on our coal production. So I might go back and really ramp up coal production. These things are a little big. That's the problem I'm running into right now as well. I guess what I can do is flip it like this. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can just have this continue on. To here. And we'll need a blue inserter. I learned. So we'll do that to put it into this. We need an oil refinery. Just make one. And then we need to have this get put in. You are making heavy oil. This can be like that. And we can just go ahead and connect this. And then we should be good to go. And the best thing about this is we can put this pipe down. And actually I might do it like this just to make it easier to walk around. And then this has an output. And now how are we doing on the heavy oil? 2K to 2.2K. Let's go to 5 seconds. Did I click the right thing? No, I went to water. It keeps bouncing around. Okay. We are making 200 heavy oil. We are using between 160 and 240. It seems sort of balanced, actually. Also, am I actually using all of this plastic, or am I just storing it in a box? I think I'm storing it in a box, so my plastic production is not really a problem. I need to be making red chips with it, though. I think that's the problem. My red chips are using plastic, so I need to I would like to make more plastic than I'm making. But what I might do, is this done at the end of this? Yeah, at the end of this stack, which I'm holding some plastic, so I'll just put that in. This will back up and then be feeding directly into the red chips for a while. Can I put more bricks in? Yeah. Yeah. Man. I was not expecting to like the game as much as I do. I also wasn't expecting to still be playing it. I thought that I was going to hit a limit, be like, and that's the end. Which I think I will. I am definitely going to hit an end of this playthrough at some point. I don't know what that is, though. Along that line, actually, what do you guys think is a good endpoint for Space Age? I don't actually know what the goal of the game is or what the end of the playthrough even looks like. I used to know what the end of the game was, which was launching a rocket. Every single time I say launching a rocket, that is no longer the end, obviously, because I have done that, and now I'm on a different planet. So I don't really know what my final goal is. It seems like I can play this infinitely on the same playthrough. These red chips getting put into the box actually are slowing down my blue chip production to nothing. So let's say that's the last stack. And now plastic is getting backed up because it's done. And that's starting to back up. Cool. Proper victory screen is fly to the solar system edge. Oh, like here? The end, or rather a new beginning, building a space platform capable of surviving this far beyond. The relative safety of the crash landing site proves your capability to travel anywhere else in the greater depths of interstellar space beyond. For a space platform to survive this trip, it would need to be particularly self-sufficient and have the tools needed to turn the large, dangerous asteroids along the way into usable resources. And to get there, I need to go to a kilo. And that looks like it's going to be a pain. Also, I flew the opposite direction to the end of the game. It looks like this planet is the only one that's actually not required to beat the game. So that's cool. That was a good choice that I made. Unless it is required to beat the game. Maybe you need the science here, but... green chips don't seem to be a problem, so maybe we just reduce this and keep on using our resources since we have like infinite amount of them. Green chips are backed up forever. Let's see. What's the next thing we should make? I guess electric engines, right? Electric engines are needed. So let's make engine units. Steel plate, iron gear wheel, pipes. Oh my god, I'm making pipes. I didn't actually think I would need pipes to make anything, but this is probably making enough pipes for what I'm trying to do. So let's just do this. And let's stop moving. Put these here. These pipes that I'm making up here are for my own use. You hate not playing to the defined victory, but it's your playthrough. Yeah, we'll see. The point I'm trying to make is like, I'm not gonna force myself to play to the end if I stop having fun at some point. I'm still having fun, so I'm not concerned about that. But if at some point I want to be doing something else with my time instead, I'm not gonna like stubbornly keep on playing the game just to get a victory screen. I'm not really concerned about that right now. Just that's how I feel. If you're playing a game and not having fun doing it, then you're messing up. So let's go ahead and get a line of pipes coming down this way. Actually, I should probably do it here. Yeah, we're making a lot of pipes. I think that's fine. Let's make some engines. So we have a lot of space now down here. So I think my engine line is going to be like right here. Let's just chop this stuff down. And then figure out engines. Steel, pipes, iron gear wheel. Easy enough. We'll make 5 assemblies? Yeah. How many times have you beat the game, by the way? I know people play this for like thousands and thousands of hours. I don't know how long people work towards beating a game and then like go right back to it. Or if like the thousands and thousands of hours is like you beat the game after playing for like 400 hours, so you've only played it through twice. It feels right now, I'm gonna save the game again because I have made a lot of progress, but at 32 hours of playtime, you've 6 or 7 times, including one Space Age playthrough. Okay, so over the last decade, you have played through the game a lot of times. That's great. Do you know how much insanely good value you've gotten? Like money for amount of time spent in the game? You must have like half a cent or something per hour of playtime. I don't know if you actually do that calculation. I do sometimes because it's fun. Okay. Yeah, blue chips are now getting created again, so the amount of plastic coming through here is good enough. Now that this is backing up. Actually, it's not even that that's causing it. I think our plastic production has just gone up. because it doesn't wait for the oil anymore. Petroleum gas is kind of in a constant battle. I think we're actually in a good spot of how much of the fluids we're making, which is pretty great. Yeah, the devs are incredible. Okay, I already got distracted on what I was doing. Jesus. Make engines. We're gonna make a line of engine assemblies. And like usual, I think I'm gonna space them out a little bit. And is 5 gonna be enough? I'm making electric engine units, and these need 1 engine per. Engines take a long time to craft, if I remember. 10 seconds to craft. Let's do another assembly unit. And we're gonna have an input on one side, an input on the other, and then an output probably this way. And we can do 6 red. Oh, and we need like a lot more inserters. So we'll do inserter, inserter. We're making those, and then we'll need 6 here. Let's tell you that what you're making. Engines. This should be fine. We need, what? 1 steel, 1 iron gear wheel, 2 pipes. So the pipeline actually can have a splitter. That's kind of perfect. We'll have a splitter right here. And we'll have a double line of pipes going in. And then it's steel and iron gear wheel, which is also awesome because they're right next to each other. That's not actually going to be helpful. But let's do this, and then you can actually go down. Because I want one side to feed down and one side to feed up. So let's get into the splitter magic. I need to make like 5 splitters. We'll do steel above, iron gear below. Okay. That should be feeding through now. Yep. And then we'll do like the same thing here. Splitter. This is effectively a puzzle game. I know it's like resource management, but I think it's a puzzle game. And I'm actually going to do it like this. And then we can reuse the same area. Well, this is awesome. So now we're making engines, and engines should be output onto this line, and we have another splitter, and we can do it like this. And the engines, I don't think I need, do I need engines for anything other than electric engines? They're used in blue science. I'm not making flamethrowers, no. Tank, no. Car, no. Artillery wagon, no. Locomotive, I mean, I can just grab some engines from it at some point. Pump, no. So no, these can just go directly into the electric engine location. So let's say electric engines are then created right here. This plastic inserter is kind of... I don't know if I need to have this chest refill with plastic, actually. I'm gonna go around it. Where are the things I'm crafting? I can never remember what they're called, the assembly lines. And iron plates. Okay, the iron plates are now in high demand. What did I do? Iron plates are... Okay, our green chips are now getting devoured. We don't have enough iron plates. Well, actually, there are no iron plates getting... Oh, because I just took from this. Okay, it's time to make more iron plates. Seems like we need some more iron plates for my factory now. The nice thing is, I should be able to hook it up in a way that is directly feeds into this. So let's do a whole new 2 foundry system. 100 of these. We need green chips, and I know our green chips are actually low right now. Oh, you know what? Do you know the reason the green chips are low? I opened this up. That's okay. Let's do this and pick up these. Did I see everything flash? No power? No, I just moused over it. Okay. We need 100 of that. We'll just dump a lot in here. And refined concrete, we might as well just throw some more in. Iron. We've got concrete, we've got stone bricks. This has been pretty fun today. Oh, I made my 2 foundries. Wow. Offshore pump. I'm gonna just do a pipe between that and the foundry because I've learned that I might want to hook up. This is molten iron. There you go. That's coming in. My exit strategy is these. So a blue inserter out. Actually, let's do it right here. This is rock to other blue inserter. That will throw it out. And this makes molten iron out. So we'll do a pipe. I didn't need to make a pipe. I was just trying to grab a pipe. Another foundry. Oh, my calcite is running low. I didn't think that was ever going to happen. Well, part of the problem is they're not hooked up to power. The other part of it is I probably just need to put more electric drills down. My calcite has been backed up all the way, like, my whole entire time here, so I didn't know that I was actually using calcite. What's using calcite? What's my calcite consumption at? 50 a minute? And I'm making... No, I'm using 100 a minute. I'm making 50. So I need to, like, double my output. This thing is going to make iron plates. And the output is going to be 2 blue inserters. Can I do the power? Move it up here. Hook the power up. We need to make, like, a lot of those. And this is going to need some calcite as well, so we can have a splitter here. And probably a yellow inserter. This thing is pretty slow. Yeah, the calcite is not the problem. Here we go. We are going to build up iron plates for a second. I'm going to do some electric drills. This is... Oh, yeah. Let's make 6 more. Okay, now let's look at my calcite versus calcite. 250 versus 115 usage. And I don't think that my calcite consumption actually is low, so I think we're good here. My coal to coal is not where I want it to be, so let's make my coal mine better. But before I do too much of that, let's see where this puts it. Yeah. And then take a splitter. And then we're going to refill this. I might need to replace all this with red lines like I did before, but... Okay. We are producing 450 iron plates, and we're using like 300. That might go up as the iron plates make it down the line, but let's see how that goes. My calcite production is now way too high again, so that's great. Let's get my coal production on a similar level. Let's do 6 more. I want this to be full and all the way backed up. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do 12 more. Let's see if this works. If these both get backed up to the miners, we might not have enough throughput here. It seems like we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. And I don't have any more. I guess we can pick up some stone, but I don't have any more of the purple thing. So I might do a quick run around and grab some purple. Oh, look at the engines all backed up. I guess it's not entirely backed up. Electric engines next. Tungsten. Tungsten carbide I need to go get more of because that's going to be a big thing I need to get on this planet. That's like the unique resource. Calcite and tungsten. And calcite, I think we're doing okay on. Okay, red chips are backed up. Green chips are backing up. They are not backed up, but they are backing up. And now it's the copper wire that is slowing things down. I'm creating 680. I'm using 730. You know what? Can I put production things in foundries? I don't actually know if that would help. This one still is like getting backed up. Maybe instead of doing it like that, I should have a splitter here. I think that has more throughput than what I was doing. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is so much better than what I was doing. So let's do a productivity module, or how many can fit? 4? Holy crap. We'll do 4. And can I don't know if I can, like, tell it preset to put the productivity modules in here. This bonus production is already going so insane. Okay, so the copper cables are actually going down. So that means we are still using more than we are producing. Let's see if this works. 66% productivity. Okay, yeah. This is not producing enough copper cable to fill up this whole path consistently. So I'm gonna have to probably make more at some point. Yeah, tungsten is gonna be hard to get a lot of. The green chips are what is backing us up. I keep on forgetting I'm doing this. Huh. Iron gear wheels. Electronic circuits I already have a lot of. Iron gear wheels, I can just grab some. I don't need to craft them. I've done so much iron gear wheel crafting today that this has been like a waste. I'm doing fine on that. I think I'm okay on steel as well, but I'll just go ahead and do this because I'm not using a lot of steel. Let's pick up some copper plates too. Again, I've said it so many times, I'm proud of what I have done today. This feels great. And actually, since this is fully backed up, let's unlock this and go a little further. Plastic is backed up, like, all the way. Yeah, plastic's backed up all the way. We need to, we need to be consuming it in some way. And if the red chips are not, we're not doing enough of that. We need to be making some low density structures. Oh man, I think I could probably build a rocket silo right now if I want. Well, no, I need the electric engines. That's what I'm keep on doing, thinking I'm doing, and then forgetting about. Do we extend this some more? Well, the copper wire's the problem. Do we make another thing to make more copper wires? Probably. What I just did was a good addition, but we can do more copper wires. How are we doing on, like, consumption of this? Ooh, the electricity was not good there for a minute. That's not good. Okay. It needs a lot more power than I am making. That might be what's slowing us down, actually. Maybe I attack that first. Let's go down here and build some more steam engines. What do they take? Iron plates? Easy. We can make 53. Let's go down here and extend our steam engine line. And actually, let's do this whole thing. Yeah, so we can do this and this, and we need the pipe to go all the way down. Now the question is, can I fit this here? No, I can't. That's unfortunate. But we can do the steam around the side like this. And we can go down and under like this. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 24. 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to pipe it out and around. So actually, I think we can do it like this. Down. Oh, wait, I'm gonna need lubricant to come down here, so I don't want to do too many underground pipes to cut this off. But let's go ahead and... I mean, underground pipes are better than the overground pipes every day of the week. And then let's do under to here. That connects. No input fluid. We are not making any steam. Is that what I'm hearing? So we're out of sulfuric acid. Is that the problem? Or is this just no longer I can make... Yeah, we need more steam production. Actually, we just need more sulfuric acid. That's what we're waiting on. That's easy enough. Will that work? Is sulfuric acid backing up now? It looks like it. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like we are good. Our steam production is cutting it close. We're making 100,000, consuming 80,000, but let's wait until the minute catches up. We might be using a little bit more than I'm actually producing still. Although I might be producing a lot more than I'm... it's going to be about 100,000. $120,000 a minute. And we're going to be using close to that, I assume. We might be okay for the time being. Yeah, we are okay. Power will work until I probably add another assembly line, which is what I'm doing. So that's good. Do I just get ahead of it and make another steam producer? Sulfuric acid to steam. Should be easy enough to make and pipe into the steam here. I don't know. I'm good. As long as our base doesn't die completely, and we have solar panels, so it won't die completely, I don't think. Okay, and electric engines, they use green chips, don't they? Yeah, so the green chips are going to be more of our backlog again. And the whole reason I got into that is because my copper cable production to consumption was my backlog. Do I have a foundry on me? I don't. Let's build this and see how bad it is, because in actuality, I remember these electric engine units being really slow to make. Yeah, 10-second craft time. So we're gonna do essentially the same setup. Except you're gonna be making electric engines. And you'll need an input of lubricant. So let's move you over here. And what's the other thing? Green chips? So this can actually probably feed directly into the green chip line and be a half and half line. Unlike what I'm doing. What's missing? I don't know if I need the red. But let's do more power lines. I probably should have automated power line production. At this point, it feels like it would have been useful. And then 5 assemblers. How are we doing? The spike seems to be going up to like here now. Well, we'll see how that goes. Let's get lubricant down here while I'm crafting things. We have plenty of lubricant. Now that is going to be going there. This can go like here. Let's make more. Are the assembly... I think they just went and put the assemblers down. I'm handcrafting pipes. Why am I handcrafting pipes? That should not be necessary. It's not necessary. Look at all this plastic. I have more resources here than I think I even do on Navi's. Maybe I don't. But it feels like I do. Let's go ahead and put that here. Can this go all the way through? No. Can I go through? I can. I'm gonna make another 5 of those. Okay, and then we're gonna do just a line straight down. No. We can't do a line straight down. We can do this because we need to. Because the steam, that worked out. Did I mess up? Yeah, there you go. These can feed in. And then we need the green chips. So green chips will come in. Oh, we do need the long assemblers. Or long inserters. No, because green chips can... Green chips can go on this line. For the time being... I guess I can do another splitter here. And then might as well just run it all the way over, actually. I don't have to go underground. These can all go underground whenever I want to extend the line. Now my problem is I have a ton of engines here. Yeah, I have a ton of engines here. And by picking this up, I'm going to cause havoc. Effectively, what I want is this, though. And I want this to be what goes to here. So I'm going to pick up a ton of engines here. Cool. And these are going to be making more engines now. Electric engines are being produced. They're coming out. Last splitter. There you go. Jeez. I have made more progress today than any other day of playing this game. And there's no reason to put a cap on this. These go so fast, go so slowly.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, hold up. Just making sure my texts are not. Cool. We're good. And now, I think I'm going to build a rocket silo. I think that's the next step. What was I going up here? Oh yeah, for the concrete. The 1,000 concrete. I have 1,000 concrete now. Let's go ahead and keep on making... Is this the bricks? Yeah. We're out of iron ore. I'm not worried about that right now. Yeah, I'm underproducing green chips for sure. But we're not really in danger of this. Look at this, by the way. I need 200 blue chips. I have 64. 122. We have 217 now. Okay. 200 electric units. Electric engine units. That will be getting done. Let me go get 1,000 steel plates. Going the main bus route. Yes. Today, I decided to try that. As you know, I did not do that on Navis. And I just figured it would... Do I have 1,000? I have 1,000. I'm about to build a rocket silo on Volcanus. I'm about to not be stuck on Volcanus. Well, I think I am going to be stuck on Volcanus. Yeah, it's not resolving all problems, but I have some organization. If I ever need resources, I have access to them, which has not been the case before. I am going to do this and this and build a steel box, and I'm gonna say just build up like this many blue chips in case I ever need it. I think I have a red chip box, right? I do. And the red chips are not a problem right now, so we're gonna just keep on using. We'll make that a little bigger. I probably will, in time, want to increase the speed that I'm making electric engine units. And actually, I can make this. Let's do that. Let's take some of the red chips. Let's take like 200 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. We're going to put some productivity chips in this so that these can go a little faster. How do I do this? Oh, I can make productivity module 2, which only gives me 2% more. Jeez. I'm not going to do that right now. But let's go ahead and... Where are they? Right here. We've got some bonus production going on now. So every so often I'll get extra electric engines. Once I go back to Earth, I will probably... I think my Volcanus factory doubled in size as well. Well, I think it more than doubled in size. Yesterday I ended the stream with a line of iron plates and steel plates coming down here. And then today I've done everything else. The first day that I was here, I spent a lot of time doing stuff with this area that was unnecessary, but ended up helping me speed things along today. Oh yeah. Radars and Roboport. That's a great idea. 122. Okay. More productivity. How's power? We are bouncing. Yeah, it's okay. Leave all my bots here if I can't do any too. So I think I'd be able to... What is this again? It needs batteries. I'm pretty much making these. I can make batteries pretty easily. I could be able to make a whole bunch of bots here, I think, without it being a problem. What does it cost to do Roboports, actually? Oh, I can just, like, make them right now. I guess I might as well, right? Let's make Roboports. I'll have to go pick up some more steel plates to make my rocket silo, but that is no problem. And you said radars. Radars use a lot of power, though. I think if when I put down a radar, I'm gonna have to add a lot more power. Actually, I guess, you know what I could do? This looks like it consumes 300 kilowatts. And these things produce about that much. I think I'm going to do something really weird. I'm going to do an experiment. This is experiment time. Don't laugh at me if it doesn't work. But this is what I'm thinking. If I were to build a radar and put a radar right here, right next to this, and then just do this, its own little power system. Yeah, it doesn't completely fill it up with electricity, but it probably does enough that it works most of the time. Like, I don't need this to be full power. You just need a battery so it works at night too. Well, the thing is, Roboports have a mini radar inside them too? That's awesome. But also, nighttime is like 10 seconds long on Volcanus, so I don't know if I need to really put the resources in to make accumulators. It's only going to be down for a few seconds at a time. But that's very cool. I'm going to make like 5 solar panel. How many radars can I make? 2 more. I guess if Roboports have radars in them, how much power do Roboports use? That's going to be something I didn't think about. 50 kilowatts at minimum. That's not that bad, I guess. Let's see. Let's put a Roboport here, so I can do construction all the way out. And these have to be connected. The cliffs here make it really difficult to know where I can walk or not. I might put this roboport here. Let's put a roboport over here. God, the pipes are everywhere. It's hard to see when I'm this far zoomed out. That just means I planned my base really well, right? I guess I can just put it in the spot. No, it doesn't fit there. And I keep getting stuck. Yeah, let's put it right here. And then maybe another roboport if I can make one. Well, before I make any more roboports, I can probably just throw bots into them. Put a radar in every corner. That's not a bad idea. Let's, how many radars can I make? 2 more? But that's because of my iron plates. I don't have enough. So let's grab some more iron plates. I can make a lot of radars. Let's do like 5 and 5. Okay, first thing, because this has actually been annoying that I haven't had radars up here. Let's put a radar up here. I'm really glad that I thought to do this. I don't want them to be like what kills my power grid. Let's go ahead and put some more radars up in this corner. You know, they might actually do some exploration for me too. Probably not very quick, but what's covered? This, that, and that. Let's do one down here by the coal. And I should be able to see pretty much everything. They have a huge area. The area that displays only what you can see 24/7. Uncover into the fog. Yeah, they've done that for me on Navis. I didn't know if they were going to fully cover. I mean, I ran out quite a distance yesterday. So I don't know if they're going to uncover more than I've run out. Maybe they will. So I think I have my whole entire base covered by radar now. Like I can zoom in up here and see everything. That's really good. You think they will? Okay, cool. That's great. And I think we've probably waited in it long enough to have... Yeah. We have 200 electric engines. Along that line, actually, we can just do that, and I don't have to hold engines anymore. Electric engines, steel plates. The battery might be worth it, because they might go offline while I'm doing stuff. Yeah, but like I said, like it only will go off for like 10 seconds. Let's wait and see when this stops. Remind me to check when the sun goes down. Um, I was getting steel plates. I got confused. I got lost. This is insane. How much power does a rocket silo take? A lot of power. Let's put it down. Where is rocket silo in this? Very low passive. Oh, I'm not making rocket fuel. That is something I will need. But that should be pretty easy too, I think. Because you make rocket fuel from solid fuel and light oil. That can be my thing that I figure out on a different day. But I think that honestly, we've been streaming for 4 hours. I think I'm going to probably call it here. This has been a very productive day on getting things done. We went from being stuck on the planet to seeing our way out and having all of this really come together. Let's see what it looks like at night. Okay, the output is going down. Let's see what happens over here. The power output is going to run out. We have no power. It goes blank. And then it should turn back on. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I'm not going to build batteries. But yeah, have a good evening, everybody. Enjoy your weekend, if it is a weekend for you. And I will see you next time. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around.